Good afternoon. I hope today finds you well. And I want us to start off with a deep breath and an affirmation of positivity. Please join me. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're releasing the midweek stress. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we will say, I am not Sheila's mistake. All right? And inhale, and then I am not Sheila's mistake. Inhale, I am not Sheila's mistake. Okay, and namaste. Sheila's mistake, that's what I'm going to refer to Heifer Darby as, is the topic of discussion today. Sheila's mistake, that we've all been cleaning up after. Sheila's mistake. I want her off the show. Ashley Darby deserves to be fired. She has earned her firing for reasons that are valid, myriad, and we will discuss right here in the tone of Arabella. For starters, Ashley, you've been with the show for 10 years. You don't have to stay with it. You're not a barnacle. You've really shown us all that you can do. We watched you come in with your conduit. We watched you fail in business. We've watched you shit out two kids. We've watched you get left. And we've watched you fight and scrap in divorce court for a few shekels. What more is there to Ashley Tramp Darby? And I say tramp because, not because you're a sexually free woman, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the fact that you put your puss to your friend's child's privates. Your friend's child. Your friend's child. Your friend's child. People don't even like when they friends sleep with their siblings. And that's grown folk to grown folk. And you gonna get out here and have coitus with a child. That to me is textbook tramp. What would Ianla call it? Gutter. Straight up out. Ooh, dirty, rotten gutter snipes. Straight up out the hood. That is that action. That's when Sheila leapt out. That's when the Sheila came through. That is what we call no home training. And Ashley, I'm going to forgive you because we all know because of Sheila, you didn't have a home, you had a tent. And I don't know what tent training is, but I imagine you can sleep with your friend's children when you're coming from a place of desperation, anything to secure your hots and your cots. Isn't that right? Isn't that what the tent training is? Anything to keep the tent dry and the belly full. Mm. I mean, that's just how you were raised. That's Sheila's issue. And she's made it all of ours. Real Housewives of Potomac is probably the highest paid job Ashley will ever have. If she had better options, she would have already left. I agree, but I feel like Bravo has better options and they can push her out. And I think it is high time. I also I feel like Ashley is now starting to revert, like Jerry Curl that's gotten wet. She is reverting, and here's how you know. What kind of a woman gets her breasts done before her bunions? What kind of a woman gets a new set of titties before you fix the true deformity that you insist on showing everywhere? The deformity where you'll cross your legs and put your feet up on a table and make us look at it. How are you going to do breast before bunions? It has been time for her to leave. I don't need to see you get your bunions done. Are you saving them for a storyline because you ain't got shit else to talk about? You stooped a friend's child and you said, well, I wanted to get Sharice back on the show. No, you wanted to stay on the show and get some 27-year-old dick at the same time. You figured you'd kill two birds with one coochie. She gives nothing but annoyance. Absolutely. Girl, I was going to say that. That's why Michael is in the thumbnail. Michael Darby has been Ashley's storyline since she got on the show. She wouldn't have had the restaurant to fail if it hadn't been for Michael's money. She wouldn't have had the threesome of a marriage if it hadn't been for Michael and Michael's money. She wouldn't have the divorce and still trying to get at Michael and Michael's money. Now that she ain't got Michael and Michael's money, what is what do you have to offer, Ashley? You can't even get your own last name. Still running around Darby was with that man for 10 minutes and two kids. All up on Stacy's countertop. And that's how I know you ain't getting no real money in that divorce settlement because your bunions are still there loud and proud. You invested in some new titties trying to catch another man. Now, here's the thing men will forgive a small 23-year-old bunion. You got grown mommy bunions. You got bunions that look like hammerhead sharks. Oh my God. You realize those bunions have grown with age. You can't even put on an open toed sandal. But you got them breasts done for your breasts was fine. Your breasts was working for you. Men like a titty they can play with. They don't want that hard, fake shit. I heard it from them. Talking about she was dating a congressman. Girl, well, here's the thing men will lie, and Ashley will believe. I can believe that a man told her he was a congressman because Ashley's simple. Ashley is simple. Ashley is the type of woman that would believe that lie. Ashley is simple. So I wouldn't be surprised if she thought she was dating a congressman because she's not very bright. And we're back. Exactly. Oh, and that is another question. We have watched Ashley fail in business, fail in relationships, fail in friendships. Are we going to go back to watching you fail at another business? I mean, even Gizelle and regular Robin, shout out to Kim Pyre, gave us a podcast that people actually watch and enjoy and has been nominated for an NAACP Image Award. But Ashley, what have you done successfully in the 10 years you've been on this show? What have you done successfully? Why do we need to keep you around? Ashley really needs to go. It's time. It is high time. I need to get this message to Andy Cohen, get it to his good eye or his wonky. I don't care. But he needs to see that she's got to go. It's time to tell a new story. It's time to tell a new story. We need new women. And the fact that Ashley is trying to also go back and get Sharice. Sharice doesn't have a story to tell if the only thing she has to say is about her son Schlong and where he sticks it. If talking about your son's sex life with a strumpet like Ashley Darby is all you have to talk about, child, Sharice ain't got shit to bring to the show. Because your son's penis is not a storyline I want to hear about. Now, if we want to get him on Next Gen NYC or Next Gen LA, he's a beautiful man. I could look at him, but I, but I don't want to see him fucking with 40-year-old floozies like Ashley. That would be depressing. We don't want to see no young man with. We don't want to see no young girl with no old man. We don't want to see no old Ashley with no young man. And then the fact that and this is why Ashley need to go too. The fact that she said with conviction in I can't say her mind, because that's too strong of a word, mind for Ashley Darby. But she had conviction in her breath. I need to be somebody's sugar baby. Are you fucking kidding? I don't care how much labiaplasty you've had. You've had two children, and you want to be a sugar baby going on 40, 40, 40. A sugar baby at 40. At 40. The fact that she said that get her off the screen because she needs a reality check. She thinks she's young because she sit next to Gizelle and her goiter all day. When you watching everybody at your office pop high blood pressure pills and talk about the flashes, you think you still hot shit because you might be able to get pregnant. Oh, Ashley, you've got the game fucked up. Just because them heifers is older than you does not mean you are forever young. GNA is DOA. Mm, mm. A little green tea with caffeine. I like to be a sugar baby at 40, but I understand the issue with that. Exactly. We'd all like to be a sugar baby. Nobody, but we all agree. It's like, girl, that time is past. That time is past. Oh, Lord. Ashley's bad at being mean. No, Ashley is just bad at being interesting. Ashley has never been interesting. Ashley has never had a plot line. And that's why her and Gizelle are getting along. And that's why her and Gizelle are connected at the hip because they both don't have a storyline. They both are on the show with nothing. You're in the bar without a purchase. You don't have a cup in your hand. You standing around talking about other people's drinks, other people's business, other people's lives because you have nothing going on in your own. I mean, Gizelle, your children got away from you because you're awful. They called you a vampire, and I'll never let you forget it. Ever, ever. Men, once they get around you, she was on her podcast complaining. I had a man over and he was like, "You don't have any food." And I'm like, "Why would I have food?" Because you invited somebody to your house. That's why you would have food. I get it. You were away because you were in New York filming for something. Good for you. But to be a proper hostess, have order some damn food. But you ain't got no taste. You ain't got no taste. And it's sad. At 40, it's got to be a real Anna Nicole situation. And that's another thing. You said you didn't want to deal with thruples anymore. You didn't want to lay it low and spread it wide and have threesomes and peasomes. That's what you gonna be dealing with as a sugar baby. Nobody wants to get a sugar baby and be faithful. The whole point of the sugar is so that you'll do shit the wife won't. I'm surprised a man wanted to be in that Wonderland house. I'm surprised she was probably lying. She was probably lying. This is probably that same damn congressman she said she was dating. What congressman looks at you and says, "Oh yeah, ooh, give me some of that goiter. Oh yeah, give me some of that goiter. Cellulite, cellulite, cellulite." Oh, why does she have her cellulite out this reunion? You had to know showing the underside of your leg was not gonna look good. Unless you got thighs like Bobby, you don't need to see the underside of your leg, especially after 40. And Gizelle, you're after 50. So I don't know why you said, "Oh, let me get this high split." Nobody wants to see those stovepipe legs or those cottage cheese thighs. This season sucking all that high school bullet. Giselle didn't even have a package at the reunion. They haven't gotten to her yet. That's her package is going to be this episode. And honestly, the third part of the reunion is always like you could damn near skip it because nobody cares. Like they held the Monique shit, but I don't care that much. And again, I want to know why Chris had his children around Stacy when Stacy hadn't met Monique yet. Why is Chris having his kids around some woman that ain't even divorced yet? That's what I want to know. So that's a Chris issue, not a Stacy issue for me. A little cheese and crackers, salami. I can't. Exactly. It's the wrap up, but you are so right. Giselle and Ashley served no point or purpose this season. And everybody keeps saying Giselle is the face of the show. Giselle is the face of the show. She's the neck and the ankle. And it's time for the show to take a diuretic. Let the show take a diuretic and flush Giselle and Ashley out. We can tell the story of women of Potomac without Giselle and Ashley. It's the Real Housewives of Potomac, not Giselle and the girls. Not Giselle and the girls. Beyonce don't even show thigh without them nude stockings. Telling you what. Oh, Ashley Darby. We've had 10 years of you. And honestly, if you walk out now with dignity, what have we been talking about? Dignity. If you leave with dignity, you might be able to come back. We might be like, you know what? What's Ashley doing? What she got going on? I wouldn't mind, seeing her again. Does Ashley have any iconic reads? Because I know she really thought she was doing something with that 6'7". But mhm. What about the rumors that Monique was messing with a married trainer? I don't believe that. I never believed that. I'd swap Ashley for Robin. No, because no, no. That's like switching constipation for diarrhea. You're still dealing with shit. Oh my god. Rob. Jesus Christ. Robin Dixon? Like, ooh, that's a Sophie's choice. I don't know what I would do. Do I continue to deal with Ashley or do I bring back the bump on a stump known as Rob? her intro to Potomac. I don't try to keep up with Potomac women. Yeah, because you can't, because you bankrupted your husband with piss poor financial choices that he told you explicitly not to make, but you did it anyway. But you did it anyway. And now you're trapped in a loveless marriage. I'll take somebody else would take Rob as well. Read the shackles in your mind. A scholar should have been. Now I'll take a scholar. I would take a scholar. Get Ashley out of here. Give me a scholar. Oh God, please give me a scholar. But at least there's no Mia. All right, well, I'm gonna see you soon for something.